Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. The topic of this one is another ban that the SNP are looking to impose to their shopping. This comes after the alcohol minimum pricing thing and the sugar tax we have on our fizzy drinks. So the next thing that they want to do is ban multi-buys and heavy discounts on food that they deem unhealthy. What they're trying to do is cut back salt, sugar and fat intake from our diet. Now, I don't think that's particularly a bad thing if you want to have an improvement on obesity, etc. However, I think to hurt people in the pocket for doing it is maybe a wee bit dramatic. Now, this comes after the failed minimum pricing of alcohol that we have to live with in Scotland. And recently we've seen a sort of inquiry into that at Parliament, and they were looking to try and see if there was any benefits whatsoever, because in the face of it, it didn't work. It just made some booze dearer than it was before, and dearer than if you go 150 miles south and buy it in Gretna. And they trotted out a load of people that work for charities to sort of stack up and say, oh, this is a good thing, right? This has got a knock-on effect on X, Y, and Z, and it's not all about figures and all this sort of nonsense. Funnily enough, the people that were speaking out positively about the minimum pricing on alcohol were charities that get government grants. Cracking, innit? And now they plan to do the same with the salt, sugar, and fat foods, okay? Where they would do away with offers and deals on it. Similar sort of thing to remember the sugar tax for the sweet drink? Now, see this sugar tax, again, we've lived with this for years, and we walk in and go to, what do you call it, Burger King, McDonald's, or Subway, that's the one I was thinking of, and you get a deal for a meal, right, and it's a £5. But if you want Coca-Cola with it, it's £5.12, right? All that sort of nonsense. Now, what I would love to know is, what effect has that had? Because if that had an effect on what they wanted to, obesity and sugar intake and all this stuff, why you need to bring in more stuff, right? And if shares in Coca-Cola came down, I mean, if people stopped buying Coca-Cola and any other damn sugary drinks through this, I doubt it, right? So this, the sugar tax, the minimum price for alcohol, the minimum unit pricing, they're just fairy story ideas, and I kind of think, well, why not just educate people? Or if our sugar, salt and fat is too big in foods that we've got, why not reduce them? Why not put things in place that the manufacturers need to do to reduce the sugar and the salt and all that stuff? And that way, if a bag of frozen potatoes is £2.50, then you're taking a bit of salt or whatever out of it that you don't like, it's not very good for you. Well, it'll still be £2.50, right? But no, what they want to do is they want to ban offers on stuff that they deem unhealthy. Now, this is after 6 years of planning, right? They first touted this idea 6 years ago. It's now at the final stage, and what that means is they're just polishing the corners to present it to Parliament to get it passed as law. 6 years this has took them. So this thing that they think is going to vastly reduce the cost of the NHS treating people with obesity, etc. It's took them 6 years, and it's still no passed, right? However, the previous ban on buy one, get one free items, that gets stalled. That was meant to come in place, I think, 2 years ago. It's now not going to take place until next year because of the cost of living crisis, right? Again, that sort of makes common sense. It doesn't make common sense that you ban buy one, get one frees in my head, but it makes common sense that you should delay that because of the cost of living crisis. Well, if we all suddenly became rich, the cost of living crisis not there anymore. Because if you put that scheme off because it would increase people's shopping, then why now for this other thing that you're trying to achieve? Makes no sense. And it's not only supermarkets, by the way. It'll also come into play for, where are we? Made a wee list here. Can't read my own writing. Cafes, takeaways, and even works canteens. Right? So these Scotland only bans will include multi-buys and meal deals. What's wrong with multi-buys and meal deals? Does that mean if I want to buy a bag of frozen chips that are normally $2.50 and you normally get them on, like, there's another thing, club cards and stuff, is it going to affect them? You put your Tesco club card in and you get, instead of buying one at £2.50, you can buy two at £4. No, not happening. Not allowed. But you can still buy them with the same amount of sugar in it, and the same amount of fats, and the same amount of salts. Just pay more for it. You're just going to pile more pressure on people and the cost of their weekly shop. So you can't get that. The other thing I'm negged out at, I'm kind of thinking, when you walk into Greggs, see these standalone things that you see where you've got offers and stuff in it? You get them in Greggs with sausage rolls, pack of 4, pack of 6, whatever. You walk into Asda or Morrison's or whatever, and they'll have a big thing standalone on the floor that's got multi-packs of crisps where it's, I don't know, buy one for £5 or buy two for £7. That sort of stuff. Banned. No, that'll make you less fat. I'm raging. Every time I get into Greggs, I buy one of the wee multi-packs on the wee freestanding thing. You get 6 for the price of 4 or something. No happening. Not in the SNP Nazi ran Scotland. You shall not be fat. Well, they told us that with the fizzy pop tax. We're kind of no further forward. They told us that with the alcohol unit thing. No benefit whatsoever. Have the National Health suddenly seen a lot less alcohol-related deaths? Have we seen a reduction in kids' dentistry bills? Kind of don't see it myself. But this is going to work. This is going to work. Now, why don't you just, as I say, restrict what goes into the food? And maybe, here's another mad thing. Maybe get in tow with the UK government and talk to them and have it a UK-wide thing. Do that. And then you're not going to get two-tier pricing and you're not going to get two-tier products. And to be fair, imagine you make McCain oven fries, right? And you have to reduce the ones that go to Scotland by 10%. That wouldn't work either, would it? You would really need it to be a national thing. But things like that, speaking to the manufacturers of food and saying, look, how can we make your products less salt or less sugar or less fats, whatever it is, and talk to them. That revolutionary, yeah? Or maybe educate people. Maybe stop closing there's no health centres, sports centres and stuff like that. Maybe stop closing these sort of things. Maybe stop pawning them off for £1 because your councils can't operate under the constraints set by you. No Westminster set by you. How about trying some of these things? But no. We Mary from Maryhill, she can't get a 12-pack of Monster Munch anymore because you think that's causing obscenity. That's crazy, isn't it? Words just flying out my head. But you know what I mean? Her wains are fat because she can. I mean, that's another thing. I love steak McCoys. I always buy a multi-pack whenever I see a deal on them. If I don't eat beef McCoys anymore. Is that going to solve the obesity problem in Scotland? Because I can't get my beef McCoys or my sausage. I'll still eat beef McCoys. Beef McCoys are fantastic, right? Beef McCoys are probably the best crisps ever invented by man, right? I've got a severe addiction to them. I'm 50, coming up for 51-year-old, and I'm addicted to these crisps. I can't walk into newsagents to buy a pint of milk without buying a packet of beef McCoys, right? Now, whether they're £1.25 in the corner shop or whether I can buy a bag of 6 for £2.50, I'm buying the beef McCoys, right? So, educate me that beef McCoys are bad for me and I might cut down, right? I quite like sausage rolls out of Greggs, but I've not have them anymore because they're bad for you. Just beat it, right? Stop being so controlling of a population. If you want, there's plenty of other ways you can do this other than make me Sadie's food bill go up 10 or 20% or whatever the knock-on effect's going to have. You could do plenty of things that could improve the health of the Scottish people that does not include putting the price of your messages up. Right? Crackers. Anyway, if you like the video, thumbs up, please. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Put some recommendations in the corner. Unless you're the SNP food Nazis, have a great day. Cheery bye now.